everybody, welcome back to another video. So, we're talking quiet because my parents are right outside that door. So, yeah. Anywho, today I just want to do a really fun little video, just a quick little chit chat with you guys. By the time you're seeing this, it is probably July, but for me it is June 29th. And it has been 6 months since the beginning of the year. A little bit over 6 months. And I wanted to talk about my 6 favorite things that has happened in the past 6 months. Now, it was really hard to choose, and I'm not saying because there's so many favorite things, but it was just hard to find my favorite things, because this year was the year of finding myself, really establishing myself, establishing my worth, you know, figuring out friendships, figuring out my place in things. So it was a lot of ups and downs this year so far, and it's only been 6 months. But I really wanted to talk about some of my favorite milestones, favorite things that has happened, and yeah. I'll probably do another video like this at the end of the year to talk about it, maybe like in January next year or something, and to see what my other 6 favorite things are and what has changed. So number 1 is hitting 1 year working at Sally's. I started working at Sally's in February 2022 when I was living with my roommate at the apartment. It was when I really was desperate for a job, because my job just ended at the liquor store since I was doing seasonal, so I was really desperate for a new job to be able to pay bills. I didn't work for the entire month of January, and thank goodness I had enough in the bank to be able to do that, but it was really stressful getting up to the February month because it was starting to eat up my bank account. But February 11th, I got a job interview. I went into Sally's to grab hair dye, saw that they might be hiring, dropped off a resume, and the day after I got a call saying, hey, you want to come in and do an interview? And it was by the DM at the time. And Michelle, I miss you so much. I know you're not watching this, but you were great. And February 11th, 2022, she hired me on the spot. And it was really cool because she said, I don't normally do this, but I'm going to hire you at the spot because I see greatness in you. And that has stuck with me. It is something that I will hold on to. And I walked away very excited, very knowing that this is going to be my place for a while, and it was such a surreal moment of that comfort of having a job, and it was the community that has been built with Sally's. Yes, our girls have left now, so basically I got hired with my friends. Of course, you guys know I worked with a girl named Alana, Amber, Delisa, Jill, and Alexis, and Claire. And slowly Lisa left, then Claire left, and then Alexis left, Amber left, and then Alana finally left, and now it's just me and Jill, and we have the new hires. And it's just so cool to see the dynamic that we've built as a team before and having it switch over to the new team, where I went from being the youngest and the, you know, least knowledgeable for most things to one of the most knowledgeable and one of the oldest. So I thought it's pretty cool to have that switch over like that and to be a part of a team like that where the new hires ask me questions and, you know, look up to me for advice for some things. And it's just such a surreal thing, and hitting that 1 year was so cool because I haven't really stayed at jobs for a really long time. Most of my jobs either didn't treat me right, so I left, or they just weren't a good fit for me, or they were seasonal. So of course, once the season ended, I left. So it was really cool finally hitting that 1 year, and I mean, I've been at jobs for a year, but it was really cool hitting that year knowing that this is still a place that I want to work and that I'm happy at. And I got a raise, so that was really cool to get a raise at a job that I like, that I'm passionate about, that I really love the job. I mean, it's beauty. It's literally a job about stuff that I want to do in life. So it's pretty cool. Number 2 is finally getting an office that I love. So back in 2020, I want to say, is when I started really pushing out YouTube and stuff. And kind of, it's when I really decided this is what I want to do. So I converted my bedroom into a studio / bedroom, and I had a loft bed and my filming equipment, and it was amazing for the most part. It was such a cool thing to have, cool opportunity to be able to do to support the career that I want. So I was really grateful for that. But it still felt very cramped because of how much stuff was in here with the bed, my clothes, you know, the snacks, all my makeup, the filming equipment, everything. It was very crowded in here. And then I moved to, of course, Woodsmere, which was the apartment, where everything got even more crowded because the room was smaller. It was more just like rectangle, so there was no, with this one there's lots of like curves and stuff to make it look a little bit bigger, but that one was just straight rectangle, and so that was even more cramped. My videos definitely went down in quality. It was super hard to film. I didn't film body paints. I barely even filmed at all, and I was just very unhappy in that situation. And then I moved again, and I had the big office where I turned the master bedroom into my office / filming room. And that was great, but it was a little too big, and it just felt too open to have like a comfy little office space. For filming, 100% perfect. The office space just felt a little too open for me. It wasn't, I like to work in a cozy environment, and it wasn't super cozy. And because I had so much like filming stuff, my desk for the office was kind of crammed against the wall, which, I mean, it was amazing. Like, I'm so grateful for that space because of the experiences that I got from it and the work I was able to do with that space. Amazing. I'm always going to be grateful for it. But it just still was missing something, and I moved back here and took over the bonus room for my bedroom and finally converted this space into a full-blown office and filming space, and it is the most cozy, comfortable place I've been so far. And I'm very excited to take an idea like this and bring it with me for my next places. Currently I have my office space. The wall is there, like the wall for the room, and we have the door, so if the wall is here, my desk is here facing me, so that the window is next to my office area and it faces the entire room, where before all the time my back would be to the room. It's kind of nice to have to be facing the room. And then of course I have my filming space facing the room as well, so my back is only to the walls on both sides, so it's very nice and it feels comfortable and open, and just all around it just feels comfortable and clean, and it's just very nice, and I love being in here. And I will be doing an office tour soon, so definitely stay tuned for that, but it's definitely nice to have an office space that I love and enjoy finally. Finally finding happiness alone. This one's gonna be a little bit touch and go. Obviously you guys know I was in a relationship for most of my life, pretty much my entire high school relationship. So probably since elementary, I've always been back-to-back partners. I've never really taken the time to, one, heal from those breakups, and two, grow myself. I never liked being alone, so I always boyfriend to boyfriend, obviously like in a healthy amount of time. I wasn't like one of those people that just went break up boyfriend. No, like there was a healthy amount of time, and a lot of it is I moved. But But for most of my life, I remember always having some sort of relationship, and they lasted quite a long time, and then they would just fizzle out. And then with this one, of course, we dated for 4 years, and you guys know the whole story. I was alone for a while, we got back together, and then finally I was like, I need to find myself. So I left, and I can officially say that I am on the right path to finding happiness with myself. I think that I have, for the most part, have found happiness in being single and being alone, because I'm not alone. But with being single, I've been very happy not having to worry about sharing my time with somebody, worry about what they're doing, worry about if I want to hurtle away in my office for the entire 2 days that I'm off. I can hurtle away in my office for the entire 2 days that I'm off because I don't have anybody to worry about me, you know? Like, I have people to worry about me, but I don't have a relationship that I'm like, no, I should go out with them, I should, you know, maybe go see a movie with them or message them and hang out with them, make them feel valid. And obviously that is normal in relationships to do, and I will have that one day, but it's nice right now to just focus on myself and focus on what I want to do in my life and my career, because I never really had that where I could only focus on myself. I've always been focusing on other people. So it's nice to finally focus on myself and what I want. And yeah. Becoming a nail tech. That was really cool. So back in November of 2022, I started the course, and then 2023, because then December and January I didn't touch nails, so I just started the schooling, then didn't touch it. But then I went back in March and started focusing on it again, really getting into the habit of doing it, learned more techniques, and ever since then I've been taking clients. I just uploaded my nail studio setup in the basement for when I'm doing my friends and family, and of course I have a freelance bag that if I go to a client's house to do their nails, I bring all my equipment. So it's been really cool being a nail tech this year, and of course I need to go finish one certification that will just really boost my knowledge, but for the most part, yeah. Starting Caitlin's Beauty Boutique. So that was a huge thing this year. I've always wanted to start Caitlin's Beauty Boutique, and just in 2022 is when I came up with the name. But I've always wanted to have my beauty boutique. I can't even say boutique anymore. It's always boutique. But I didn't know how to start it. I didn't know when to start it, and I was just kind of waiting to start it in Victoria. But this year I jumped in, and it went pretty well. Gained quite a few clients, got my name out there, lots of practice on human faces, which was really nice, and it was just so cool to finally be doing my dream career. And the fact that it's just starting and it's doing well, I'm so excited to really push it and establish it and see where it takes me. And the last one I'm going to talk about is December of 2022, I became an aunt, and I met him, and I gotta say, the past 6 months, from January to now, I think I have been the most in love with that kid. It is a huge honor to become an aunt, and it has definitely made my 2023 a heck of a lot better and more exciting to know that there's going to be a day where that little guy can talk, and I'm going to teach him all the bad words. I'm going to teach him all the things that he shouldn't do, and I'm going to be the reason that he gets in trouble. And it's going to be really fun. So that is definitely the highlight of my past 6 months. But that is all I have for you today. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Comment down below what your goals have been, or like the things that you've been proud of that have happened, whether it's one thing or multiple things. What are some things that you are very proud of yourself that have happened in the past 6 months? I'd love to know. And as always, I would love if you subscribe to the channel, ring the bell to join the family. All my socials will be linked in the description box, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!